Good morning, Internet, and thank you for watching Woodcrest Bonsai. This is part 3 of the work I'm doing on this formal, upright, juvenile-style bald cypress. In the first video, I just did an overview of the tree and what my plans were. In the second video, I root pruned it and repotted it and positioned the new front so that the knees are now more prominent because they were in the back from the old front. I also cut off the old apex, which is up in here, which you can barely even see. And today I'm going to wire all the branches into place. And I've decided just to get rid of all these old leaves. This thing looks like a shaggy dog. If we come up, and the reason is because the leaves just haven't fallen off yet. However, I believe, and I've already done it on these two, that all I need to do is just strip it like that and all the leaves will come off. Because they're ready to come off. They just haven't dropped yet. And it's going to be so much easier for me to style with it bare. And it'll probably be easier for you to see what it is I'm doing. So I'm going to take all of the foliage off. And then I'm going to... Oh, there's a dragonfly on there. Look at that. Oh, and he's still alive. But it's so cold that I think he's like in a state of torpor. Okay, go ahead, fly away. Or should I put you somewhere else? How about if I just put you on the bench? Yeah, he's alive, but cold. So this is working quite well. And go all the way to the top. It'll give me a much better view of what it is I'm doing. And then once I'm doing the wiring, I'm probably not going to show all of the wiring, because wiring is pretty much universal with anything that you're doing. So, you know, wiring one branch is pretty much like wiring another, and there's maybe 20, 25 different branches that all need wire, so it could be easily half an hour or more of wiring. I'm also going to do some branch selection. Certain branches I will be keeping, and other branches I'll be removing. Sometimes those branches are going to be the secondary branches on main limbs. It's raining bald cypress leaves. Alright. So as far as this guy is concerned, it is now officially winter. So if we look at this guy and the fern that I was going to save, he's not happy, but he's probably not dead either. Oh, I missed some in the back. Okay. So I'm looking at this tree, and right away I'm seeing that it's missing some in here. There is a little branch right here, and of course with the beauty of wire I can bring another branch in here and create the image I want. So I want the silhouette of the tree to come up like this to the apex and then back down. And so I decided to try something a little different today, and we'll see if you like it, or if you don't. So I'm going to do... Oh, come on. Sorry. I'm going to try to work on this chalkboard to try to explain what it is that I'm doing. So any formal upright, we have our pot, And the tree is very straight, good taper, and then branches that are very regular all the way up, and you have a really nice silhouette. Now sometimes you may find that the silhouette is actually shorter than that, like in here. And then sometimes you might find the silhouette is even wider out. But whatever it is, whatever silhouette you choose, the branching should follow that line. And I always have to remember this, if things start growing beyond the silhouette, like here, and I want to cut them back, I don't cut them back to the silhouette. Because as soon as I do, the new growth is already beyond the silhouette. As soon as the new growth begins, I'm having to maintain that. So I cut deeper in. And then allow the new growth that emerges to grow towards the silhouette. So that gives me better taper on my branches, it gives me better ramification, and it also just makes for a more natural looking tree. So I'm always having to remember that too. When I cut things back, cut deeper than the silhouette that I want, and allow the new growth to grow to the silhouette, which creates a more natural look. So that's my chalk talk for today. So, get this guy back into the I watered it very thoroughly, and so it's quite heavy. So we can see we have the first two main branches. And last year when I did not root prune it last year, but last year when I worked on it, I took everything off except I regrew the leader and I left these two branches. And that was it. This tree was completely bare. And so all of this new growth has all sprouted since. And like I said, places could use a little bit more density, but overall, it's in really, I like the way it's grown. So now, it's time to begin wiring. And like I said, the wiring process will be fairly lengthy on this tree. So I'm going to pause and just come back after the wire has been applied. The wiring is complete. So there you go. One formal upright. I didn't clean up yet. One formal upright juvenile style bald cypress. And some of the branches may be a little long, like some of them up here may need to be cut. And also if we look at the apex, which is why I'm just freestyling the camera, we need a lot of new growth up here. I also took some heavy wire and wired this part of the apex more up because it was just coming too far forward. And we need some space in here. This little branch is going to be very important to come out into here to fill that. But I was able to take this branch and this branch here basically comes from the back. But bring it in so we've got some visual weight. So if we pan out, I think it's going to be a really, really nice tree. The silhouette is going to be probably somewhere out into here, all the way up and out into here. So the only branches that really approximate what the silhouette's going to be is the two lower branches. And like I said, they're the only two branches I left on the entire thing. And at the end of this video, I will send you a link. You can click on that link and watch the process of me taking all the old branches off that were just way too big and too heavy and then it resprouts. And all these little guys are the sprouts from last year. So I'm super happy with the way it turned out. And of course we have the knees, which are just cool. My fern is not happy, but I think it's going to rejuvenate in no time. And then the next thing to do, besides making sure it never dries out, is I have to be very diligent about the wire. Make sure it doesn't cut into the bark. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you can watch this baby mature. And I'm looking at probably even just a couple more months, 2 or 3 months, and this thing will be well on its way. It'll probably take another year or more for it to really be gorgeous. But even this summer, I think it's really going to look nice. And leave a comment. What did you think about the chalk talk? Was that worth it or not? Please, let me know. If I get enough people that say, yes, I enjoyed that, I will try to incorporate it into more videos. And if people say, no, it really didn't do much for me, then we'll just go back to doing the videos the way they were. And I really need to get a whiter backdrop because I hate the white on either side. So my production quality still needs to improve. But I'm super happy about this tree. So thank you so much for watching. And I will see you in the next video.